I've loved competing ever since I was a kid. The first place where I began to understand the taste of victory and the bitterness of defeat was a hand-to-hand combat club, where I trained for about 3 years. Later, I switched to karate and dedicated around 6-7 years of my life to it. But somewhere between those periods, I discovered competitive games. And of course, the first one was CS 1.6, then CS Source. Around 2010 to 2012, it was Crossfire, which I treated pretty seriously for a school kid. I played tournaments, even reached the top 8 inches CIS with my team, though we never achieved anything too huge. And then, in 2013, I played Go for the first time, and instantly fell in love with it, mainly for that spirit of rivalry everywhere, and especially in esports, where it was even more intense. And already back then I understood, of course your skill decides everything, how well you shoot, how well you press your buttons, but there were moments when your gear simply didn't let you perform above your limits. At that time, almost everyone played on office junk that cost nothing, and for some reason people only cared about the mouse. Everyone wanted to upgrade the mouse, but never the keyboard. Although for me it was obvious the keyboard is just as important, because no matter how good your aim is, if your movement sucks, you become an easy target. And now, it's 2025. Most people finally realize that choosing the right keyboard is just as important as choosing the right mouse, skates or mousepad. But how do you choose the right one? There are billions of keyboards for absolutely any budget. So I thought it would be cool to tell you about a magnetic keyboard from the budget segment, which you can't even really call budget based on the performance it gives you. Well, okay, the only downside is the plastic case, but have you seen the price of wooden keyboards? Carotmas, Mercury68 or simply Mer68. And also, please subscribe to the channel, drop a like and leave a comment, it's very important. Thank you. Let's start with the looks of this keyboard, and all I want to say, holy shit, it's beautiful. I really like it, a real masculine color. Sure, someone might dislike the gradient keycaps, but it also comes in 3 other colors: red, white and black without gradients, so everyone can find something they like. We all know which keyboard was used as a reference. But even though this is a budget option among all similar plastic alternatives, this one is the best both in material quality and build quality. I can't compare its materials with wooden because I never owned one, but I'd definitely love to test it one day. The keycaps are basic PBT plastic, side printed, and they look really cool here, plus the RGB lighting. The keyboard is very bright, like very bright, and I absolutely love that. The switches are OKT amethyst magnetic switches. They feel pleasant, don't ping, and after more than a month of use, they never let me down. But as we all know, the most important thing in a magnetic keyboard is the software, and Carotmas nailed it here. We connect the keyboard, we have lots of languages, choose the one that's convenient for you. Go to settings, and the very first thing is key calibration. Once you're done, you can set up rapid trigger. Of course, we immediately choose WASD and set the lowest values. They claim it's 0.001mm, but the software shows 0.004mm, whatever. You still won't feel the difference. Next, lighting. You'll figure it out yourself. And now, key customization. Select any key you want and make it yours. You can rebind any key, add macros, enable DKS multiple actions on one key depending on the press depth. Enable multi-point trigger MPT 3 different actions based on how deep you press the key, with up to 3 trigger levels. Next, end release trigger. It's basically the equivalent of QRT on the Melgeek keyboards. For more details, you can watch my video about Melgeek Mate 6.8 Pro Plus, here I'll be brief. It's a very cool function for people who play shooters like CS or Valorant. It makes your strafes perfectly consistent and you don't even need to press the second key to counter-strafe. For example, when you release the A key, it automatically taps D once your character instantly stops without pressing D, giving you a perfect counter-strafe without ruining your movement. And yes, this function is not bannable on Valve servers. MT is simply put, hold the key one action, tap it once another action. TGL continuous press mode, and SOCD the same snap tap that is banned in CS. I don't recommend using it in any game, because even though it's OP for strafing, it actually ruins movement overall, so I stopped using it even in Valorant. That's all for the features. Next, general keyboard settings, we have 8K and 4K polling rate already standard. There's also performance mode. Honestly, I didn't notice a difference with or without it, but it doesn't hurt, so keep it enabled. And profiles, you can create your own or import someone else's. The software is minimalistic and intuitive, huge respect to Carotmas for that. There's no switch selection for more precise tuning yet, but maybe they'll add that in future updates. Alright, let's step back for a moment and listen to how this baby sounds. And now a quick look at the bundle. It's simple as switch puller and spare switches. Finally, someone includes them with a magnetic keyboard, thank you! And the most basic cable, but it's pink to match the keyboard, so respect for that too. I think I've told you everything about this keyboard. Even though it's considered a budget board, I really liked it. The quality is insane, it's beautiful, responsive, and has absolutely no issues in use. Sounds very good for a magnetic keyboard, switches are awesome. And for $40.60 on marketplaces, this is the best budget magnetic keyboard in terms of price performance, because it basically competes with $80 100 keyboards. So if you, like me, love competition and want to perform better, you definitely need a magnetic keyboard. And this one, with its fair price and zero downsides, I can confidently recommend it. This was Nico, subscribe and see you next time.